It's the best station in the nation, and we got it right here at our location in the building. We got my man in the building, Mr. Bernard Mathis in the building. Y'all stand up and give him a big, warm welcome, y'all. Let's go. Good afternoon, Mr. Bernard is in the building. What's going on, my brother?
You booty rush. You the man.
You the man.
I'm here at 100.7 FM, WUBZ, DJ Booty Rush, here on my TV. Tuskegee Virtual TV, channel 181 in town, channel 19 on campus, with Pat Wallace, the director. Kimberly Wright, Butch Dexter, and Danielle Jordan.
You got your whole name. Pull your mic down just a little bit so you can get a hold. Yeah, push it all the way down. There you go. You can pull it. Yeah. Put your little muscle in there. There you go. It ain't gonna break.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. In the building, man. We got my man in the building, man. You always have something for the people here in the community, or ways or where they can after retirement and all that kind of good stuff, how they can save them a little Freddie Grip Flow Stack Blue Green. For those who don't know what that is, that's money. That's cheese. You know what I'm talking about? That's income. You know what I'm saying? That you can save.
That's right.
And hey, you got to listen to my man right here. Bernard gonna let
That's
you
right.
know how you can be able to save that little money.
Save a little money.
Hey, give it to her, Bernard.
Well, I'm hosting another workshop for women on the 19th of this month at my office from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Address 4121 Carmichael Road, Montgomery. Like for you to RSVP if possible.
Okay.
If you like what we're going to talk about here in a few minutes. RSVPing, its number is 467-334-467-1108 or 334-274-4788. And you say, well, why do you keep targeting women?
Right.
That becomes the issue of the day. And the reason most women are in a position where they're basically lower paid, their retirement is, of course, going to be low. Their Social Security is going to be low because they're going to stop and take care of folks.
Right,
They're
exactly.
going to have children. They're going to stop and take care of family members. They're always stopping.
Right, exactly.
In the middle of working. Whereas their male counterpart is normally going to be able to stay on that job the whole time.
Right.
Unless he just changes job.
Right.
But there are actually several reasons that the women cannot retire. And the number one reason that women cannot retire is they don't have an advisor. They don't have a financial advisor.
Exactly.
Usually they're getting their information from the water cooler,
Right.
just like a lot of people, other people. But they, in particular, are at that water cooler, talking with friends, getting half-truths and all kinds of good stuff like that, or just bad advice altogether.
Exactly.
The second reason, most women haven't created a retirement budget. Most women have saved for their kids' college instead of their own retirement.
Right.
We're going to send those children off to school and everything's going to get better. Most women are not saving enough.
Right.
You know, most people, especially with these new retirement plans like the 401k, usually the women are not being aggressive enough.
Right.
They're usually trying to do 2 to 3% of salary, which means that they're only catching that much of the max. They're not pushing themselves to do the 5%, and whatever they're investing in is normally in that same 2 to 3% level.
Right.
And so when they leave the job, their friends who have been more proactive with their position, or been will normally leave with much better results.
Exactly.
And the males even more so.
Right.
Most women have a cash out when they change jobs. They don't keep that money. They don't roll that money over into something else on a personal basis. They buy new clothes for the new.
Oh yeah.
Job.
Oh yeah.
For the new job. Women provide 2/3 of family care.
Okay.
A family taking care of their parents, taking care of their kids. Either case. Divorcees require a 30% increase to maintain their married lifestyles.
Right.
And me and the person across the hall from me in the office, we got into a little conversation about that. No, I don't believe that. But statistically, because they don't have that additional monies
Right.
that they had when they had a husband,
Right.
So therefore, they're gonna have some shortfalls.
Right.
Women lose 50% of their income when their partners die.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless the husband is highly insured, then that income is normally lost.
Right. Right.
Or like in teacher retirement, if they chose the third option, which would mean that they'd be giving that money, or the husband would be giving that money to them, or some type of state employee they would be receiving half of what the husband received.
Right.
That's a pretty good sum of money.
Right.
That they're losing because of that person's passing. And 70% of households with children struggle when the primary income partner dies.
Oh man, yes, it does.
And we
exactly
see that
right.
all the time.
All the time.
We see it all the time.
All the time.
All you have to do is just kind of, if you've been in Tuskegee all your life.
All my life.
Okay. Just think about people whose yard when you were younger, yard was kept up, house was kept up, everything was going fine. Husband passes 5 years later. Takes about a 5-year timeline that all of a sudden you see that the yard's not being kept up.
Right.
The house is not being kept up.
Right.
The car that the person was instructed to buy when the husband passed is now a 5-year-old car.
Right.
Not only 5 years old, but 5-year-old with 5-year-old car problems.
That's right. Right. Exactly. You're right.
New tires.
Right.
Tune-ups, whatever. And the person just doesn't have the money to spend to fix all those things.
And then it's a good thing that you said that, because you're looking at 70% of the income falls when the other one passes. And just imagine at the time that you were struggling with that income. You know what I'm saying? And then now they passes away, and just telling what kind of situation you'll be in at that time.
That's right.
You know, you was already struggling when you're living, and that happened, and it's dropped 70% of that. It's kind of crucial.
Yeah.
It's kind of crucial.
It's kind of not only that, but the because the person is the spouse is normally there's enough insurance to handle the debt.
Right.
Okay, but there's no excess insurance.
Exactly. I got you.
That's where we start falling in the crack. It's already in a bit of an issue.
Right.
But then if I'm only going to have a $25,000 or $50,000 contract on my male counterpart, then most of that is going to go to debt.
Right.
You know, I got to pay off his bills, then I got to pay off my bills, and so now I'm down to pretty close to nothing.
Right. Right.
You know? And usually, a lot of times it's not a $50,000 situation. A lot of times it's a $25,000 situation.
Exactly.
Because we use insurance strictly for dying. We don't use it as a vehicle to move past death.
Right, gotcha.
You know, which is kind of, it's not strange, but that's kind of the way we've been taught to a great degree.
So basically, you need to get a life insurance then.
Life insurance would be the first part.
Yeah.
First, a good life insurance contract would be the first part of a situation, from the standpoint that they actually, everybody sees those commercials about term insurance.
Right.
Term insurance has its place. I can't knock it, but for the long haul, only permanent insurance so you can rent the house with term,
right,
or you can buy permanent insurance and buy the house.
Right, I got you. Make a difference.
Makes a difference.
Make a difference.
And the equity or the cash value inside of there can be utilized for many things.
Right.
And then there are actually two types of whole life insurance. There's participating whole life, and then there's non-participating whole life.
Okay.
And most of the time, unfortunately, we buy non-participating whole life because we're going to only use it for death. Or in our neighborhoods, that's technically a lot of times what we're sold.
Right.
Not from a racial standpoint or whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
It's just what we're sold.
Right.
We're going to buy it. We're going to buy it on the job. And when we buy it on the job, it's always going to be non-participating. We say, well, what does that mean, participating, non-participating? If you have a contract that is non-participating, it stays the same. You bought a $25,000 policy. When you're 90, it's still going to be a $25,000 policy.
I got you.
And you paid $25,000 plus into it.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah,
so
I'm following you.
Yeah, you're almost to a point where you're self-insured.
Yeah, you ain't building or nothing like that.
You got some cash. You got what we call guaranteed cash value, because the company is saying if you keep the plan 10 years, there's going to be an amount of cash.
Right.
And 20 years, there's going to be an amount of cash. But that's the guaranteed cash that they're saying is going to be there. And if you take that cash from the policy, it's considered a loan.
Okay.
Okay.
Got to pay it back.
Yeah, you got to pay it back. Or
Okay.
when you either pay it back 1 or 2 times while you're alive, or will be paid back at your passing.
Wow.
And there's interest on that loan.
Right.
So you could actually, over a time frame, eat up your contract because because of that interest position. Now, what's a participating policy? A participating policy means that you technically are a shareholder with the company.
Okay.
Every time the company makes a profit, you get a piece of that profit.
Great. Okay.
And so you start with a $25,000 contract, but let's say that same 70-year timeline, now your contract, because the dividend and growth inside of it, could now be a $50,000 or $75,000 contract for the same
5
money.
minutes. Okay.
For the same money.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so when we're talking about money and we're talking about females and money, then we need to start looking at the whole picture.
Exactly.
As opposed to, if the person, if he dies, we need to be taken care of. Because right now, if I were to say, well, Booty, I know you love your wife, and
I do. God doggone it.
and if you were to put a dollar figure on it, first thing you say, well, man, my wife is worth $1 million.
Right.
But then the question comes, do you have $1 million worth of life insurance on her?
Right. Right.
Okay. Or does she have $1 million on you?
Right.
And I venture to say no.
Right.
Okay. But the conversation is there. But in actuality, the things that we need to really be talking about that really makes the thing work at the end of the day, then normally we're a little short.
Okay.
Because we're using, it's just like right now, if I say, well, okay, well, what type of investor are you? And you say, well, Bernard, I'm probably a conservative.
Okay.
And you'll say probably.
Probably, yeah.
It won't, because you've never taken a test to find out exactly what type of investor you are.
Exactly.
Or you say, well, I like Walmart. I want to invest in Walmart because of the title and all the hoopla over Walmart. But there are a lot of products that Walmart sells that are even doing better than Walmart.
Right. Exactly.
But we're not exploring those types of things.
Exactly.
Or talking to anybody that, when we look at insurance or think about insurance, we're thinking about from the standpoint of dying.
Right.
If right now you say, Bernard, you're an insurance man, I need some life insurance, but then I'm a registered securities seller, okay, which means that the stuff that you see going across that board, I can sell that product,
right?
Okay, but because we're so used to it being a life insurance situation, then I'm blocking him out, blocking me out, but at the same token, when we talk about securities, we always talk about, well, I need a why. I need at least a little why.
Yeah.
And we never get that knot.
You never get that knot. Looking for that knot, boy. It's very important, ain't it?
Looking for the knot. When $50 is really all you need.
That's all you need.
To start a program, work the program. And you get a little bit more money, you do some other things.
Do some more things. Okay.
So, but that's how we've been taught.
Right.
Because we're still at the water cooler getting our education.
Yeah. That water cooler thing. Well, they kind of lost that water cooler, but that mean that you getting it from nothing, right? From a doorknob, whatever, how they call it back in the day.
You're getting everything from half truth.
To half truth, yeah.
I'm not, in our community, two things happen. I'm not going to tell you that I got money, and I'm not going to tell you that I don't have money.
That's right.
That's two things we're not going to talk about. Because if I don't have it, I don't want you to know that I don't have it. And if I do have it, I don't want you to know because you'll be trying to borrow.
There you go. There you go.
It won't pay me back.
That's right. Hey, you right, Bernard. You right. Yeah.
But but that's the way it is. So we need to come and get educated.
Right. You need to.
We need to come get. And the crazy part is that the education I'm giving is free education.
Right.
We're not charging If you come to my workshop, we don't charge at the door. We don't have a bucket at the door saying drop something in it.
That's right.
We all just come on in.
Come on in.
Get this education. And yeah, not true. We want you to do business with us, but if you don't, we're not going to throw you out the 5th floor either.
Right. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I got to come out too. That's going to be May 19th, right?
May 19th. May 19th. It's on a Saturday. We'd like for you to RSVP if you, hopefully you can. As I say, call me. My number is 334-467-1108 or 334-274-4788. So you can RSVP because we want to fill the room up.
Right.
You know, and like I said, it doesn't cost you anything to get an education.
Right. It doesn't.
You know, we talk about education is free. Education is free, but you've got to put forth an effort to get educated.
Right. You got to want it too.
You got to want it.
You got to want it. You got to want it.
You got to want to move. You know, one thing a lot of people don't have a bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you say what's a bucket list, well, that's where you put some things in. I'd love to do this before I pass.
Right.
You know, a lot of people say, you know, I'd like to own an RV, and never own one.
Right.
Because they think it's too costly or the gas is too high.
Right.
They never leave Tuskegee.
Right.
I got everything I need right here in Tuskegee.
Right.
I mean, Tuskegee's fine, but you need to venture out. You need to come to Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You need to, so that you can be a even more well-rounded person than you are living in Tuskegee.
Right.
You know, and so you gotta have to want a little more. You don't have to be greedy, but just say, there's some things I really, really, really would like to do. There's some things that you'd really like to do for your children.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know, to say, well, I live such, but I like my children. That's why we save that money for that college education.
Right.
But then after that, then the children move away.
Right.
And so we're still stuck.
Right. Exactly.
You know, or our health will not let us do what's on that bucket list.
Right.
Yeah. Because I have a friend that, and me too. My thing is, I'd like to go see the faces in the stone that's carved, all the presidents.
Oh yeah. That's Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
that's in my bucket list. So, but I know a friend of mine, got sick and can't make that trip.
Wow.
You know, time is caught up with her.
Yeah. So you had to go ahead and just
go
ahead and do what you need to do. You know, and before get that bucket list and go ahead and. Yeah. A lot of times you can't do it because of financial reasons, and that's what you're trying to, infiltrate right now, and let people know that, you save a little money.
Yeah.
I'm talking about on retirement, because when you get to a certain age, you don't want to have to be able to work as hard as you're working right now. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they breaking their back right now, and you don't want to be doing it at 60, 70 years old.
No, and, if I can make one promise, if the person comes. If a person comes to my workshop, I will show them legally how to save some money and it not affect their take-home pay.
Wow. Now that's the nothing to share right there. How to save some money and it won't affect your take-home pay.
And the crazy part is legal.
It's legal.
It's already in the IRS code.
Because once you get that check or see that check, that money is spent with your eyes.
It's gone.
I spent it already. You know what I'm saying? But if it don't affect your take-home pay, you can always, the money, you don't even see it. Right. I got you. That makes a lot of sense, though.
Well, you think about it. A person standing in the line, and we're going to end with this. Person standing in the line with check in hand, and let's say there are 5 people from the teller. And as they march closer to the teller, they start thinking about other people. Well, I owe Uncle John $5.
Yeah.
And I owe Sammy $2. And I owe this. And they were going to save $50.
Right.
And now it's down to about 10.
Yeah.
When I ain't going to let that teller see me put $10 in my savings account. Yeah. And I got $1,000 check here.
Right. Yeah. Somebody not going to be able to get theirs.
Right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Next payday, I'm going to double up. Okay. Gotcha. And you'll be in that line doing the same thing.
Right.
1 month from now.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's been our time, man. I'd like to thank you again. Bernard Mathis in the building, man. Show you how to save a little money. Y'all come to the workshop, man. It's going to be on Carmichael Road, May the 19th, 2018. That's going to be on a Saturday. His phone number, you can reach him at 334 467-1108 or 334-274-4788. I'll have this here all night, so therefore if you guys can't get a pen and write it down, I'll still have his number and all this information right here. So you come to the workshop and learn a little something. Maybe you can save you a little Freddie Good, Flow Stack, Luke Green, little cheese, little money. I'd like to thank my panel. Big shouts out, Kim Motor City in the building. She got a new change on. She got a superpower necklace on. You know what I'm saying? Also, we got Butch in the building. Big shout out to Butch. We got Brisky. We got Smart Guy. We got Daphne in the building. We got Pat in the building. And we got Jordan. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it, my brother. We'll see y'all next go round. This is May 10th, 2018. Peace.